Welcome back to Ravenville Farmstead.
There's few things as satisfying as being able to fill your freezer with enough chicken that you can have one chicken every week for an entire year. And these things are getting big, probably in the 4 or 5 pound plus. We'll see. Good sized chicken. This week we're in prepare mode for the big butcher day, getting our equipment ready and ironing out our processes. But we did lose some heat wave where we lost 5 in one night. These guys they like to dogpile. If you look at them, they like to group up. And so when they grouped up in their pen, there was about 5 in the middle of that too much heat. They were done. We started at 60, we lost 10, like I said, 5 in that heat wave, and we lost 2 just from dogpiling again. 1 failure to thrive. There was something wrong with her. She wasn't putting weight on, and just one night she just didn't make it. Not much you can do. We give them apple cider vinegar in their water, make sure that they've got healthy food, as good as we can do, and give them lots of shade and make sure that all of their needs are met. And they've been happy. You know, they're kind of docile right now, but sometimes you see them running around, flapping their wings, jumping on spot, and that's just, you know, a sign of them saying like they're enjoying life, they're loving life. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's a feeding frenzy. They're literally all at your feet.
Yeah. They know when it's feed time. They're all about it. They figured out who gives them the food and...
Watch out! They're gonna eat you.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
We just fed you. You'd think they were starving, but they're not. You guys are so funny looking.
How heavy do you think that is?
5 pounds? 4 pounds? I don't know. You're the one holding it.
I was trying to hand it to you.
It looks chunky.
Just pick one up and see what you think.
Just don't want to get scratched, and then there's poop in the scratch, and you know what I mean.
Grab this guy.
Oh, one's a big one. Oh my goodness, you're heavy. Yeah, like 4 pounds probably?
At least.
5 pounds.
Probably 5, 6 pounds.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, you can eat.
You put on the counter.
Tangled in the fence. Yeah, apple cider vinegar for... Sorry. I got caught in my knee pads.
We're still
bent. So it works well, but not in like rocky ground. That's better. That's pretty good. Wallace. He's just watching the show.
Pick up some more goose food,
What's the difference?
The goose food?
Yeah.
It's just higher protein. A couple different, I think it's vitamin B12 or something that they require more of. And 𝐂𝐚𝐸, which they should get from the grass and grazing.
Oh.
Speaking of the geese, now I gotta go over and clean out their little house that they have there. Currently we're just locking them in a old dog house that we found on the property, and I just threw a door on it and throw some hay in there for them. They nest up for the evening, but it does need to get cleaned out from time to time so it stays clean and fresh in there for them. All right with you there, bud? What's going on with you? It's only a couple of days away from butcher, but I'm counting it down because get these guys in the freezer for a year's worth of meat and one less chore that I gotta deal with. It's a win-win situation for me anyway. He's having a hard time getting around. These things are like monstrous Frankensteins. They're bred to put on so much weight within 8 weeks. And the problem is once they get to a certain weight, they start having leg issues, not being able to move around as much. Alright, so today we got a quick project. I gotta make a little stand, because tomorrow is a really big day here on the farm. Tomorrow, we get to fill our freezers, or start filling our freezers, with chicken. Almost an entire year's supply of chicken is going in our freezers in the next 2 days. And for the first time, for my wife and for my father-in-law, and the second time for me, we're butchering our own chickens. So, part of that process is the elimination of the chicken itself. And there are cones out there now that make that a little bit easier, but I need a little stand to mount the cones on. So that's what I'm trying to build today. So I'm gonna go with a fairly easy short unit. I don't need it to be really tall. I need it to just clear the bucket so that after I eliminate the chicken, they can bleed out into the bucket. And then we can move them into the plucker. Got one here for reference. So something like that and wide like that should work. And then I'll put a few feet on the bottom once I cut these to the right length. That should be more than enough space for the chicken to bleed out into the bucket. That'll do. Oh, what I would do for a workshop right now, where I can have everything in an organized fashion. I'm just throwing some braces. I'm no carpenter, but I should do. Chirp, chirp, chirp. I got this done. Now all I gotta do is get the cones. Probably put 3 of them across, 3 buckets. Yeah, there's plenty of room there for a 3rd bucket while the other ones are getting processed. So that's our plan for tomorrow. One more item off the checklist. Well, we're getting all set up here. A little on the nervous side, but pretty excited at the same time. If anybody's got any tips or tricks for beginners, from any veterans out there on the big day, let us know. That'd be great.
You almost ready, Dad?
Should send it to me.
Am I almost ready? I'm not even awake. I said I didn't know what I was supposed to wear to a chicken slaughter.
What?
That's hilarious.
What?
A traffic cone and 2 proper things.
It'll work.
It'll work.
Yeah. 2 of them look
Too
legit,
early.
and the other one looks very ghetto.
Ghetto is right. The 10 is for the chicken.
Yeah, that's the chicken pen. What is that noise? What's the geese?
That's the geese. God help us.
Oh my gosh. Sounds like they're getting butchered.
Look at
Look at Ross trying to catch him.
I swear those 2 are such goofy animals.
Hey, Goose. Hi, Goose. Good morning. Come here. Good Goose. Good morning. You guys are noisy this morning. Hi.
Oh, buddy. Your wings are so strong. Slip right out, even though you've got good hold of it.
How much do you think they weigh?
Yeah, how much do you think they weigh?
I'd
How
say
much
at
they'll
least
do?
5 pounds, some of them, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right.
What are you doing over here? Just watching the show. Well, we watched as many videos as we could.
Huh?
Do the best we can.
Yeah, well, we have some ice. We'll have to go and get some, I guess.
So we'll do this one, vinegar bath, we'll fill it next. Those. The buckets are gonna freeze for the guts.
Okay. So, rule of the day, don't lick your lips. If you feel something on your lips, don't lick it. Keep your tongue in your mouth. But I don't have anything on my lips, do I?
No.
Okay.
This feels really like surreal. Like I don't really feel like I'm here right now.
I don't know how many stories I've heard over the years about people butchering their chickens and they get loose and they're running around with their heads and
Oh my gosh.
just nuts. Yeah.
So it's like 140 right now.
Yeah. So it's almost there.
So then we'll just like turn it down a little
Turn
bit,
it
I
down a
guess.
bit.
There's no real heat regulator on there. It's just the flame. We tested this out. Okay, so let's do our run through.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 birds
3.
at once. You leave them for 2 to 3 minutes. Rigor mortis set in, let them bleed out. Then they go in here for, is it 30 seconds or 1 minute?
1 minute-ish.
I think it's 1 minute. And then they go into
that's
here.
at 150 Fahrenheit.
About 150, 155
With some
Fahrenheit.
soap, I guess. Is what
A
we're
little bit of
supposed
soap helps break the barrier around the
to do. Surface tension.
surface tension
Yeah.
for the feathers. Thank you. And about 30 seconds in the plucker, or until they're clean. I need the hose over here to be spraying it off.
I need another hose then for inside the.
So I will get the hose that I use to water them,
Yep.
because I've already watered them now, over here.
Okay.
And I'll use that one over here then. Bing bang boom, and then it's into your domain. And what are you doing?
Okay, so in the tent, so that if we get bugs, we can close it up, and it also provides us some sun protection because it's supposed to be 39 degrees Celsius with the humidex today.
About 31 degrees Celsius, yeah.
By 12 p.m. So what time is it now? It's like 7
Yeah.
a.m. We're trying to get this done early so that we can beat the heat. We have our fan, we have our table that's up high enough to be like ergonomic, and our cutting boards and really sharp boning knives.
Okay, so when you're butchering the chickens, where are the guts going?
So under the table we have 2 buckets,
Okay.
because Dad and I will probably be on opposite sides, I would think.
Okay.
So once they're gutted and everything like that, like up here, then they'll go
Watch out, geese.
over here. I mean, we've been watching a ton of videos on what other people do, and other people do like a water and small amount of vinegar bath to like
Pink
wash
bath.
them off,
You run out any more blood.
and then they go into there for like half a minute or a minute, and then they go into here, which will just be ice. We're gonna put ice in there. That'll be like an ice bath to like relax them and get them cool. And then they're gonna go over here to another ice bath, which they'll sit in until we can actually bag them and shrink wrap them.
All right.
That's the plan.
So we're gonna try and do 25 today, if possible. That would leave us only 25 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And today we're hoping to just, the 25 that we're doing, we're just leaving them whole. So we're gonna take the necks off, but the wings and the legs are still on. We're not cutting them into any pieces or anything. But we're gonna hold on to the feet and see if we can find anybody who's interested in those, and the liver and the heart for yeah, people that are interested in that.
Oh, that's messy.
Dad,
Yeah.
oh, I need help. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh, they got out. See how much this guy weighs.